Alright guys, welcome back to another video. We are going to change the radiator on a 2002 GTI Mark 4. So first, get your wheels off. Yes, somebody's cutting their grass like always, so hopefully you guys can hear me. Oh man. Oh look, got little slugs. So you're going to take all your little screws or like a T, whatever, one of those Torx that Volkswagen does use, so you can access behind all this area for the radiator. Alright, now we've done that on each side. We have the bumper hanging off over there. So next we gotta take this part. So you gotta pull that out with a flat screwdriver. Just pull it apart, and then for this, you want to take the ball out right there, out of the little latch. Then once you do that, you can take these two things out, and then there's some screws behind here to get the bumper. All right, you take these 3 screws out. Well, there's 5 of them. All right, guys, so now it's time to take the headlights out. There's 2 on the top, and then there's 2 on the bottom, right there and right there. All right, after you get the headlights out and you take the ball out for the hood, you push the hood latch back out of the way, and there's gonna be the headlight harness, and then there's this plug right here. You're gonna disconnect and move it out of the way. That's gonna get in the way of taking off the front crossmember. All right, now that you've taken the harnesses and the headlights off, you take this bolt off, these 2 down here. There's 2 right here in the middle, and the same amount on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4 to take off the crossmember. All right, now that you got those out the way, there's gonna be 3 wiring harnesses that you gotta disconnect on the driver's side underneath. So you'll see them. They're kind of hard to see in here. There's 1 there, then there's 2 more. There's 1 there, and the last one's right there. And once you disconnect those, you can move to the next step. All right, so get your drain pan, 'cause it's time to drain the coolant. So basically where you were to disconnect the harnesses, you're gonna see the drain screw. So you basically turn the knob counterclockwise, and coolant will start pouring out. All right, now we got most of the coolant starting to just drip now. We popped out the top hose. You take your flathead and you pull down on that clip, and then you push it out. It's gonna be a little tight, so you might have to use a little force. And then you do the same to the bottom hose. You pull the clip upwards instead of down. And then you're gonna wedge the screwdriver. There's the hose. That's called the hose quick release. Right there. Right there. Alright, so you actually take out the screws from right there, right there, right there, right there. And it all comes loose now. Alright, so the last thing to do is to disconnect that wire right there. I was supposed to do earlier. And the bottom hose that I was supposed to do earlier. Alright, and once you got everything disconnected, time to pull it out. And yeah. Alright, so now you gotta transfer your fans to the new one, which is those 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then your little mounts, which are right here, right there, right there, right there. They just twist and come off. And then your little sensor right here. Alright, so once you got all that done, you basically put it back in the car. And installation is obviously the reverse of taking it apart. And when you are bleeding, you elevate the front of the car higher and then you just pour coolant to the reservoir, and then you keep the cap off, and it should push the bubbles up by itself, and then you're all done. So if you have any questions or any comments, just drop a like down, give it a follow, and yeah, good luck.